culture,
Respect.
Courage.
community,
Acceptance.
Empathy.
Communication.
Understanding.
Beliefs.
Tolerance.
It's important for us to have a relationship with parents so that we can assist their child's well-being. If we don't understand the background of the child and experiences that they've had, then we are not able to cater for their needs.
I think family engagement is really a core business of the school, primarily because we know how important it is for families to be engaged in their children's school life and their learning, that without parent participation, that the child's likelihood of succeeding at school is less.
No, when we start here in first time here, so we met the teacher and the administrative staff here, and they very cooperative and tell everything about what we need here. They're very supportive, very cooperative here, so that make things easier for us.
One of the biggest joys of my role here at school is building relationships. It's wonderful to be a part of a community that celebrates together, that shares its challenges, and together we learn from each other.
When the teachers work with families from culturally diverse backgrounds, there are many things they have to be mindful of. Other cultures have different practices than we do, and they have different things that are acceptable in their culture that may not be acceptable in ours, and vice versa. Given the background of our families, the very first thing we have to do is establish trust between the family and the school.
Communication, of course, takes many forms, and it's both verbal and non-verbal. And a really important starting point when working with families from diverse cultural backgrounds is checking how much English people understand. So someone might be able to be quite proficient in speaking English but not able to read materials that are provided by the school. There can be non-verbal preferences in terms of level of eye contact. Particular gestures may or may not be appropriate or may have different meanings in different contexts. There may be gender norms in terms of what is and isn't appropriate for men and women to be talking about with each other. A whole range of things need to be considered.
Well, families may have a different expectation of the school, just like the school may have different expectations of the families. Again, it goes back to culture. A number of our families may have different experience of what their schooling was like and what the expectations were. But with the right communication and having all these community engagement programs, it gives us the opportunity to talk about these.
Managing the different expectations can take time. And part of the way we manage that is by making sure we're giving parents opportunities to come into the school.
I think it's good for all parents to be in one community, to have to contribute what their ideas and also their experiences.
Some of the community programs that we run at the school, one of the most successful ones is the community kitchen. Mums and dads come together to bring in their cultural food. They don't just learn how to cook, they also converse, and therefore that strengthens their connections and networking.
Every week we do have a different parent cooking a different meal, and the most valuable part about it is that we sit down and share the meal as well.
Yeah, actually, I'm very happy with to cook for the community, because actually we must be one all together and to be like a friend with each person, like different nationality. And I'm very happy with that.
The children love having their parents here. I think for many families, when they don't speak English, they don't feel maybe that they have a lot to offer their children and their schooling. And for the children to actually see that the rest of our school community sees their mum or dad in the school cooking just has this wonderful sense of pride for the children. They have a smile from ear to ear and, you know, say, oh, did you have my, the naan bread that my dad made? And say, yes, it was delicious, it was fantastic. It makes their day.
Parents are always welcome in our classrooms. Parents are always welcome at the community activities that we hold. We translate some of our newsletters into more accessible language, but probably the best way we communicate is through relationships and through conversations.